live. We are live.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Iron Bowl.
Roll Tide. Oh yeah, I see it right here, right off the bat. Yep, I see it.
I'm DC Wolf, and I am privileged to be here with the talking chief himself, Tight from at Tight Sports Alabama Megacast. What's up, ladies? What's going on, Tight, man? How you doing
Just
today?
call me a lady. You heard that, ladies and gentlemen? He's throwing shots already. He said, ladies and gentlemen, and he's talking about me. First of all, he called me two people, and he called me a female. But roll tide to everybody else, and how you doing to the other folks out there? But right off the bat, I do want to let you know, DC, that they start today, and Auburn has not lost today.
Good, man. Good, man. Because we lost Saturday. Good.
Really?
We still lost Saturday.
Who'd you lose to?
We lost to some busters. That's who we lost to, man. We lost.
Oh, that's funny. Busters. My basketball team was playing. It actually should have been. It should be in the court filing charges.
We lost to some busters, man.
For the chicanery that went on the other day.
We lost to some busters, man.
What's that man's name? Mazzari.
We lost to some busters.
Mazzari, the menace.
Hey, man.
The Baker, the brutalizer.
The chivalry, the WWE world champion.
Are we in the Columbus Municipal Auditorium with an American dream, Dusty Rose coming at you? And let me tell you one thing, Mr. Whitbone, Mr. Chris Whitbone, let me tell you one thing. If you get me playing my egg rolls in the back of the head, I mean, what are we doing?
Forearm shiver to the back of the head, baby. Forearm shiver to the back of the head.
Like Dusty Rose, who go?
He gave Mazzar gave him two of them too. He gave him a soft one.
He missed them. Okay. The first one was like, get out of my way. And he kind of missed it. So he said, you remember how wrestling back in the 70s? You weren't doing nothing if you didn't bow your back. Like Billy Bob Armstrong and Tommy Wildfire Rich.
Woo! Tommy Wildfire Rich was my favorite, man. Tommy Wildfire Rich.
Hey, there's some stories.
Tommy Wildfire Rich was
Go read them stories about that man being banned from certain cities.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seemed like he would bust, he would be hitting people in the face.
Yeah.
He seemed to keep doing that.
Yeah, Tommy Wildfire after the match. Tommy Wildfire Rich was the guy.
Give it to him.
Yeah, that was my dude right there. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I love Tommy Wildfire. It was everybody's dude if you was for good. If you was for goodness.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Don't, folks like probably folks like Huggy and probably It's Me, they probably was over there cheering for superstar number 1 and 2.
Ooh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. Back in the day, wrestling number 1 and number 2 used to scare me. I don't know why. Them and Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher used to scare me, bro.
Why was wrestling number 2 more popular than wrestling number 1?
I don't know. And they wore the same uniform, right?
Right, and he wasn't. Was it his charisma? Did he not have? He didn't have.
I get, but you are correct. You are correct. Wrestling number 1 was like the sidekick to wrestling number 2. I don't know why.
He had a white mask. Dude had a black mask.
Yeah,
it was like he did the. He had the number 2 had that atomic knee lift, boy.
Yeah, Yeah.
He lined you up there, atomic knee lift. Like, how long you gonna keep your head down there, mister? Because he's gonna hit you with the atomic knee lift.
Yeah, man, for sure, bro. I was more intimidated. I was more intimidated for my guy who was in the ring against the wrestling number 1 and 2. When wrestling number 2 was in, I was like, whoa.
Right. Man, I was just watching last night, boy. They made me mad. You ever watched a short? And they stop you like, oh man, where the rest of the film at?
Oh yeah.
Bro, in the ring, was Ole Arn Anderson, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and Telly Blanchard, better known as the Floor Horseman.
Not Telly Blanchard.
Brother, let me tell you something. I don't remember this even happening. They turned my favorite music on. Was it that Ozzy Osbourne's band? Was it Black Sabbath?
Yeah. Okay.
You know the Road Warriors came through.
Ooh, boy, that was wrestling. Was
down the aisle.
Yeah.
With Death Row, the Malcolm Dream, and the Killer Koloff. And when they got in the ring, I was like, oh. It was about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I forgot I was watching the
You got me. I ain't gonna lie, you got me. Nikita and Ivan Koloff. Oh my God!
Nikita Koloff came out there like.
Well,
he was traps and shoulders.
Yeah, he used to have a Russian
traps and shoulders.
Yeah, he used to have a Russian sickle.
The Russian sickle. And man, it just cut off.
What was their name though? What was Nikita and Ivan Koloff name? What was their? Did they have a group name?
I don't know if it was the Russian something or just the Russians.
Okay,
because it was bad Russians. Kazakhstan was like, nah,
yeah, well,
it's like the bad Russians. But boy, I remember when that music come on when it was 2-on-2.
Boy,
and when you hear that music, it's like, yeah. My first second, it was like, ding, 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 ding. Just stop the match. Just stop the match.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, Nikita Koloff is an evangelist now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to hook up with them guys.
Wow.
A lot of them, they were so bad off, man. You ain't had no choice. I mean,
who was the dude? Which one of them? I think it was Abdullah the Butcher. Was it Abdullah the Butcher that had the barbecue place in Atlanta? He still got it.
I'm scared to go down there though.
Okay.
You know why though, right?
No, I don't know why.
He used to eat glass, man. Why ain't gonna eat behind that dude? You must be.
What's up, Jonathan Taylor? Man, we just coming here. This man got me off track on wrestling, man. Going back to our wrestling days, and man, that was
something wrong with my mic. What happened to it? Am I sounding funny?
I don't know. Speak up.
Was I breaking up? Am I breaking up?
I don't know, man. What's up, Jonathan Taylor? He said, "What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, Huggy, man? How you doing? Tight getting an early start on Trippy. Yes, he is, man. What's up? What's up, man? Tight for sure ain't showed this much effort after every loss. Yeah, this much ever after.
Hey man, I went on vacation.
Yeah, no, man, no.
Yeah,
go ahead and explain.
Just because y'all sit up here, y'all stay in y'all house. Y'all vacation mean watching HBO for a month. Don't talk about me. I'm gonna take my vacation and I ain't thinking about trying to check in because I gotta relieve my stress because Nate Oates was very disappointed in that game. What we lose by 17 or 15? It was terrible.
Ain't showed this much ever after the loss. He didn't even show up after the loss. What you mean?
I did a whole show on Monday night after the loss.
No, we talking about on this show, man. We talking about Iron Bowl debate. We're not talking about what you did over there. You know what I'm saying?
I left town. I ran out of town
on the next pass. We're not talking about
else. Yeah, we'll see you on tournament. We'll see you come tournament time.
Talking about what you did on
your. We'll see you come tournament time.
You didn't show up here, man. That's what we talking about, man.
Yeah.
Fix your mic.
That ain't always gonna happen.
He didn't have no. He had an energy, man. He said Chad is always targeting young blood. Is that his name? Number 8. Both games got at least a flagrant 1. And this game got a flagrant 2 for a physical play against him. Yes.
Well, that's because that's how he talk. You know, they tell him to go out and rough him up. I can't blame him because we get the ball up, man. I don't blame him. It's a tactic. It won't take part in the tournament now. The tournament, they call it a little tighter in that paint because everybody's so big.
Yeah.
And fast. They got to be careful with that. But Alabama, that's exactly what you need to do because the boys be playing soft sometimes.
Yeah, they outfit. Honestly, they out physical Auburn. They just out physical Auburn. They outdid them. And what we talked about last week, they did it. They beat Auburn in the paint, offensive glass.
Yeah, the paint what, man? Omari, man.
Yeah.
And I'm saying Dick Vitale for going it's Amore. It's supposed to be it's Amore, but he was joning y'all, man. I felt bad. I felt funny about it. I'm just being honest.
It is what it is, man. You know,
it was joning y'all, man.
I wanted the sweep, man. I wanted the sweep really bad. I wanted the sweep. They split
go out to your dusty car and sweep that out. Go out to your dusty, dirty car and sweep the dirt out of your car.
We split the season in a crazy way. Both teams winning in the other team's home is crazy.
Yeah, but y'all delivered the beat down to Tuscaloosa. I ain't even gonna lie. That wasn't even close. We played out. That's probably the second or third worst game we played all year. Yeah. From what I've seen. That's the second or third worst. That gotta be the biggest loss of the year. I'm just hoping that y'all lead the tournament before we do for the next 2 tournaments.
No, I can take the next tournament. I really hope we exit this tournament really quickly.
So that's what Calipari was talking about. He's like, you know, I kind of made fun of him, just poking fun of him in a little short today, but I was like, he was talking like he said, you know, the reason we win the SEC tournament so much is because I don't care about it. I don't even care. That's why we win it so much. And I was like, aren't you at Arkansas? You got 7 SEC championships, tournament championships, but you ain't got not one at Arkansas Because he's starting it all over. He's 65 years old. He could be on the sideline somewhere getting it done. And I actually like Coach Cal. Coach Patino, that's a whole different story. But but Coach Cal was just complaining to their Auburn, I guess the interviewer, not Auburn, their Arkansas interviewer about just being in a tournament. He said, if you make it to the final, you got to win, because that win is going to do things, only one thing for you, which is give you better seeding. But you're right. If you're Auburn and you lose, what, day one, man. Regardless, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't care. Like Dana said, she brought up Sunday that Auburn won the tournament and then move in the seeding. You see what I'm saying? So,
I mean,
just a person. Yeah. A person.
Yeah, man. I he has a point, but it's, you know what? That brings us back to the football game. SC championship. It's the same thing. Like, why are we beating ourselves up? And this is going to go against what I normally say. See, the SWAC needs to play a tournament to get into the March Madness, but maybe the big boys need to just.
Yeah, man. I would be okay if Auburn lost the first game and just got ready for the tournament, man.
I would absolutely love y'all.
You already been
going into the tournament, we're losing on y'all mind for two games in a row.
Yeah, that would be great.
No, that would not be very.
That would be great.
It's a conundrum, man. Yeah, I mean, you never
all for it, man. Go get your rest, man. We don't have anything else to prove, man. Go get your rest. Get ready for the tournament.
AD4L up in the house.
He said stopping by War Eagle DC. Hello, tight.
Hello, tight.
Right, hello, tight.
4 fingers in the air.
Yeah, Huggy said he was cheering for the 4 Horsemen, man. I forgot about the 4 Horsemen, bro.
I ain't got the 4 Horsemen, man.
Bro, yeah, hey, bro. Hey, he get Auburn down for like woo.
Because I think
got to be the most iconic.
Lex Luger has such nerve damage right now, and because he did a lot of self-medicating as well, but he's also he's following the Lord. I think he said when Nikita Koloff came to try to minister to him, he was like, "Man, you gonna come over here and get on this bag or what?" You know what I'm saying? And he was kind of disappointed, but he went up. But years later, he back on board. But he can hardly walk right now.
Oh wow, man!
The Diamond Dallas Page is working with him, trying to, and it's crazy. Diamond Dallas Page, that what do you call it? He called it DDP yoga. He has changed. He's transformed people's lives from 400 pounds.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it is. It's like, man, but he's a Christian too, big time. He loves the Lord now, and he's But I was like, you may catch me. If I can go ahead and get 10,000 more subscribers, maybe I can get Diamond Dallas Page, take me on as a client. Then I come back 175 pounds and rip and all that stuff, and come back there and hit DC with a diamond cutter.
Not the diamond. Oh Lord, the diamond. I leave, bro. That diamond cutter.
Man, you see them little kids that go to jail because they be doing the rest of the moves in school. I feel so sorry for them, but we wasn't that stupid.
Yeah, no.
We was like, no, you don't want to power drive nobody for real. Not on this floor.
Right. Yeah.
Like that. It looked like it hurt in the ring. I don't know how they get away with not getting hurt. They must just be strong. But I have never thought about actually pile driving something. I raised people up.
Yeah.
Put them back down.
Yeah. That was We
had a little dude named Dan Tober, was a real small kid.
Yeah.
Grew up to be an infantry army. He's still little, but he went to the infantry. I used to pick Dan up by his neck like this.
Yeah.
Like just as being funny. But I was like, one day I said, you know what? His neck could probably snap.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor or anything. I'm like in the 6th grade, but I'm gonna stop doing this, Dan. How about that? He was like, oh, okay. But it's just some stupid stuff we did, but I ain't never thought about. Oh man, what's that snapmare? You remember that thing, the snapmare?
Yeah, man. Oh my God.
Is that what it's called? I may be pronouncing it wrong.
Something like that.
Snapmare, or even the Russian leg sweep. I ain't want to let nobody.
All that, man. Now, man.
About what took about them football.
Now we used to put people in the figure 4, bro. Like that. It's just like, bro, stop.
Because we didn't think about blowing nobody's knee out.
Stop. Please.
We ain't know about no. But you can reverse that thing.
Yeah. That reverse figure 4. Golly, bro, you was. Yeah, and the full Nelson, we used to put cats in the full Nelson.
Yeah, full Nelson, because you never thought you could really do nothing with a full Nelson, but you can. You can pop somebody's cervical vertebrae right out of place with that thing. But see, like somebody said, they said, kids babies bounce and adults break.
Yeah, sure, man. Sure.
So
Yeah,
till you're about 16 years old, you got a little more softness in them bones. But
Auburn Dad for Life says, by the way, Rick Flair's son went to Auburn. Me and the great one were in the same group doing Camp War Eagle with our sons. Okay,
wow,
that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. That's
jet
pretty cool.
flying, limousine.
Like you said, don't eat at Abdullah the Butcher, man.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I thought about it. I was right outside.
I heard he had some good barbecue, man.
Yeah, everybody has lived, but I got a different. I mean, I was there, man. I was there on Saturday mornings.
You holding this wrestling stuff,
and here Golden says, "Heaven to mercy." He look at this man eating this doggone eating a light bulb. You know that's a real light bulb, right?
Yeah, I know, man. Come on, that couldn't be a real light bulb, man.
Yeah, no, some people can eat glass. It's not a problem for them. I don't know how, don't ask me, but people can eat light bulbs. Just watch David Blaine enough and you get it.
Okay. Huggy, this man is holding he's holding this man, Huggy, he's holding his ring stuff against his actual barbecue restaurant, man.
Have you been there and eaten as long as you?
No, I was thinking about going, man.
Yeah. How long have you been thinking about going?
It's good, man.
How long have you been thinking about
going? Man. I just haven't
a year, maybe a year.
Yeah, I haven't got around to it.
Longer than 5 years you've been thinking about going?
It's not because of things he did in the ring, though.
Yes, it is. Not to mention how Abdullah the Butcher would come out there like, he was supposed to be like a.
Abdullah the Butcher was, man. Yeah.
Like a savage, like an American savage. Like he wasn't like Kamala, but he was like a person that didn't understand what you were saying. So you get down there and like, no, I want to get the real plate, not the real snack. Next thing you know, you're getting 4 shivers and slap the chest, and he's picking you up on that big sweaty belly and spinning you around. And when he come down with you, baby, that's it. They call it a paramedic for you.
That's what's up, man. So hey, so the tournament has started. We'll kind of discuss.
No, well, it starts today. I don't know if anybody's kicked off yet. All I know is luckily, I think that's why they did it that way. Like we got 2 days of buys.
Mm-hmm.
So neither one of our teams play until Friday.
Yep. Yeah, works for me, man.
Their way of giving you rest.
Yes. Yeah, man. Go Friday, man. Get put out Friday and get ready for the tournament, man.
So I guess you look at it like that. You did make it to the 3rd
round. Yeah, right. Easy.
3rd round appearance, we got put out. Yeah.
Easy, man. Easy. Hey, man, I got some. We doing 5 for tight.
I got something I want to bring up first, man.
Okay, go ahead, man. Go for it.
It was early breaking news. I don't know how true this is, but apparently, what some of you call the great one, the GOAT, Michael Jordan has been he has been hit with allegations of not cheating in NASCAR. No, because cheating ain't cheating. You ain't trying. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure.
They say the man is running his team like a cartel, and I still don't know what that means.
Now, what does that mean?
Because it's like,
what does that mean?
All thing I can think is he's suppressing some payments or something to somebody. That's weird. And I'm thinking, like, is this the first time this happened in the 50 years of NASCAR?
Well, I mean, what's going on though? I mean, what is it? What is it?
I thought you man digging too, because I know you see him as the GOAT, man.
Yeah, absolutely, he is. He is the GOAT.
Because I think this is my theory on it. Without knowing what's going on, I think Michael Jordan would do anything to match the championship success of Magic Johnson.
Think so?
He's trying to catch up with Magic because Magic got rings all over the place.
Yeah, he do, man.
They even have a Super Bowl after a while.
Ooh, man. If Magic gets a Super Bowl, man, that would be phenomenal, man. Shouts out to Magic Johnson, man.
Magic Johnson got a
no, you're probably watching.
WNBA ring, got NBA rings.
I didn't know he had a WNBA ring.
He got one with the LA Sparks. He got a Michigan State championship. He got the Dodgers World Series. Got two.
Hold up, he got a. That's right.
Yeah, Michigan State won that championship. You need to check your history.
No. That's right, man.
Yeah, they beat Indiana State. Yeah, Indiana State. I think that's the first basketball game I ever saw that was televised, to be honest, or probably pre-recorded. But I think that's the first. That's the first time I saw him play.
I'm not.
I saw him play in the Final Four before that game.
Okay, I'm not a historian, bro.
Yeah, you saw.
Count me out on that.
Anyway, he also has. I'm missing one championship out there. I'm missing.
Oh, the Dodgers.
No, I said Dodgers. He got 2 or 3 with them, but I think he got one in soccer as well. Is it
Bro,
MLS?
he got a soccer championship?
Yeah, the soccer championship with the same one where the American teams playing. What they call that thing?
Stop.
Is it? Let's see, Matt Johnson. He's the man. Like I said, he's a
sure.
goat. He's a goat of another sort. He did cross $1 billion, I think, last year in net worth.
Congratulations, man. I'll be there soon. Congratulations, man.
I'm still on the same wife too, so you know.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Good for him.
What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, some folks can't hold their wife because they lose their job. This man. Anyway, got a lot of stuff going on. Still got his wife. I put it that way.
What's up, man? Shouts out to Magic, man. That's
Magic, man.
That's phenomenal, man. That's phenomenal to have.
Let me see what championships he got, because as an owner, you know, still it counts. He
got,
he got a lot of
rings, bro.
It's a man. You just get rings just by signing up. Oh my God, he got so many rings, so many rings.
Mm-hmm.
And you see how close to came. Look at the future of the Commanders. I get the name.
Yeah.
Look at the future of the Commanders. It really does look like.
And they just get Deebo Samuels. Yeah, Deebo Samuels.
And there was a lot of changes. I woke up. It's like a bunch of new Steelers, and
y'all got Metcalf, bro. That's also okay. Did y'all get Aaron Rodgers?
I hope not.
Okay. We'll say that for the next show, but we'll say that.
No, we're gonna talk about it now. But for real, just the Aaron Rodgers point, that's crazy, that's ludicrous, that's lunacy. Any more words I could use? But luckily, Justin Fields, he gonna make $40 million to go to New York.
Man, shouts out to them guys, bro.
The gift to keep on giving. Stupid people. Matter of fact, it's a war raging right now. They say, it's not going to be much of a war, but a salary battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants for Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, let him go,
bro. Y'all got a squad though. All y'all, you just got Metcalf. You just need so you gonna go back with what's my man name?
Russ about to get out of there. I thought.
So who your quarterback? You need a quarterback tight. I'll take Aaron Rodgers.
J-Mo.
Who?
J-Mo.
Oh, bro. Come on, man. Not his first year, bro.
J-Mo, man.
Not his first year.
No. J-Mo. Jameis Winston.
Oh, okay. Okay.
First of all,
I thought you was talking about Jalen.
No, I want him to draft Jalen, but I know Jalen is about 2 years off from taking over a team. But you draft Jalen, let J-Mo show him the league, you know what I'm saying? Show him where not to get crab or legs from and all the rest of that. And then he's a great team person. He's supportive. And Jameis can see the writing on the wall. He ain't got that long left. And I think it'd be good, man. But do you want any rookie learning from Aaron Rodgers? Yo, man, have you ever dated a witch? Allegedly. I mean, I don't want that man on my team.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, when you didn't read all the stuff about when he was going through the whole whether he gonna get vaccinated stuff. He was dating this girl who was into crystals and stuff, witchcraft, to some people, and that's what was keeping him healthy. It was a big to do, and I was like, that's just nuts. And he was lying about not getting the shot, and whether you do or don't, just tell the truth. Nobody got time for this. It's just too controversial. You on one TV show talking about you ain't gonna do it. You over here
all this, man. But
maybe I did. Yeah, it was a bunch of mess. I'm glad you had a lot more going on you.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. But go ahead.
What I'm saying, Aaron Rodgers is not. And then you saw how I broke down. You saw him playing it. He had 2 good receivers in New York and with the Jets, and he had a running back. And they had defense. The problem was him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you rather have Jameis Winston?
Yep. And let or just keep Russell and go get Jalen or get somebody. And
Russell has played with Metcalf. They have rapport, man. I just keep Russ, bro. They have to.
Now, I thought the may steal him. The Raiders. Do you think the Raiders are going? Well, based on what we said last time, I think you picked Cam, right, to get picked first.
Yes. Cam.
I think he'll be the first quarterback taking Cam. But now the way they talked about the perception of how Shador went through the combines, the perception now.
I got you.
This ain't got to do with how we feel. You think he still go first round?
Yes, Shador going first round.
You think? I think people may just be putting the poison pill. Like
yeah. He going first round, bro. He's going first round, and it wouldn't shock me if he is the first quarterback taken. But you know what I'm saying. I would take Cam, but it wouldn't shock me. But yes, Shador, I don't see him going out of the first round by no means.
It's bad news in kind of in Crimson Tide land. You know, they let Najee go from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I knew they were gonna do it, but here's a problem: that man played in every game for 4 years.
Wow,
1,000 yards every year. It's hard to replace. I think I know why they did it, but our line ain't been solidified.
Is he up for a big payday?
Yeah, this is his 4th year. I think he really just could make more money by going out there to the Chargers. He wasn't gonna. I don't think he was gonna get it if he stayed with us. So that could have been a determining factor. He is originally from California, so being with the Chargers maybe what he was looking for. And I think there's other backs in the draft too. I mean, when you think about that second and third round with running backs, it ain't too bad. I mean, what if you go get I don't know if I get a Scatterboo, but he is out there. I made a resurgence this year in college.
Yeah, Huggy says Aaron Rodgers can stay out of Pittsburgh righteously, bro.
I mean, it's bad. I mean, he's not. I don't even think. I think Kirk Cousins trying to sign with. He's trying to go. They say he's trying to go to the Colts. So I don't know if Atlanta's even decided to deal him. But I would go Kirk Cousins before I go Aaron Rodgers, especially since Kirk Cousins probably be leaving for free. He got $25 million coming in. Thanks, dummies. No matter what he do, he can sit on the bench and watch Penix get blown up for the next year because he pretty much his first full year starting. He got $25 million coming. You go get Kirk Cousins. He's not going to destroy your locker room.
I got you. I understand.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be like, you guys don't have a Super Bowl ring, do you? Okay. I said, you bring Aaron Rodgers, you might well go and get bring Antonio Brown back. Let's blow the whole thing up. Have everybody run out there crazy.
Huggy says, and Russell Wilson can get on from around the Steelers. He did enough to the Broncos.
It's bad, man, because and I think soon as you was to develop whoever the quarterback is for the future, if they get one, and they could trade up and do it, but I think the defense is gonna fall apart. Like soon as they get to that, get that quarterback to where, okay, we're going now. We got a 5,000-yard passer. Wait a minute, what happened to what? It's like, hey, we're doing what? Retiring? He only been playing for 16 years.
So Huggy, who would you want, Huggy? I mean, it ain't nobody. Well, you said Jameis Winston, but I'm like, Huggy, who would you want as Steelers quarterback, man? Y'all can have Dak Prescott. Y'all want Dak Prescott?
You said no cursing on this channel. So I'm imagining that you're joking, right? Because if he was over there just exclusively,
bro, I'm serious.
There may be some profanity going on.
I'm serious, right, bro. Y'all can have Dak, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Dak will probably come to Pittsburgh and win a Super Bowl, man.
I know old boy got problems, Jalen Milroe, but man, they say he threw all right. They know they can. I think everybody believe they can fix people. So I'm just taking that as a given. They start asking that dude about what he gonna run on March 16th, 17th. I guess it's this weekend at the Alabama Pro Day. He said somewhere in the 4.3s.
I'm telling you, man, he is. He's gonna put down
if he run like seriously,
he's gonna put down a 4.3, man.
Jalen Milroe's gonna run 4.6. If he's going 4.39,
he's gonna run a 4.3, man.
But if he run a 4.39, people be like, he run it twice. That'd be really good. He mess around and run a 4.35 or less. Doesn't that catapult him somewhere right up under Shador and Cam? I don't know who the top 3 quarterbacks are. I know we got Shador, we got Cam. I don't know who the third person is.
Jackson Dart should be in there somewhere.
Jackson Dart, because he got an extraordinary arm, but Jackson Dart ran like a 5? Maybe I gotta look it up. But he come in, that's That's gonna be quite impressive.
Yeah, that man. Yeah, he's gonna kill the combine, man. He's gonna kill the combine. And think last year coming out, he was a projected first round. I thought at least
Yeah, because he was up for he was up under Tommy Reese, the great Tommy Reese.
yeah. Tommy Reese ain't looking so bad right now, but
Tommy Reese, a great coach in Alabama.
Tommy Reese ain't looking so bad right now.
Playoff coordinator.
Yeah, the one game away from the national championship, Tommy Reese, man.
Whereas other people, we're not gonna call their name, Slick.
Yeah.
Took that man all kind of ways backwards.
Huggy say, I don't know who I want, but I know I don't want them to.
Yeah, it's really now. Ask Huggy, if we got a decent top 5 person coming out, we traded to get them. Would you be okay, Huggy, with Kirk Cousins or Jameis Winston just taking over for a little while, just running half the season? Because we just want to do something different. It's like
we'll take Russell, bro.
He wouldn't throw the ball down the field, man. He wouldn't throw the ball down the field. He gun shy, or he used to scrambling a little bit more. He's not as quick.
Maybe DJ helping with. Maybe DJ, getting the band back together, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the band back. They played together, so they have rapport. So I don't know.
You gotta be, like I said, you don't have to be Tom Brady or wasn't Joe Montana.
Yeah,
I just Joe Montana back there. It's just you gotta deliver the ball but see, now we need a running back because Najee's gone. So I think they'll go, that'll probably be the second or third pick they do. Then everything else is defense. Got to find that diamond in the rough, man. But
y'all can have Dak, man. Come get Dak, man.
Who you talking about?
Come get Dak, folks.
Had that what?
Dak Prescott.
Okay. Where we going this? Wait a minute. Is that the shoe that won last time?
The Fours won last time.
Okay. Instead of
the Fours won last time. Which is the highest price Fours is worth $25,000.
Right.
And the highest price Fives are worth $13,000.
Based on the profile, I know I'm gonna be wrong on this. Well, maybe I'll be right this time. I like the Fours better. Not because of the amount, but it's the gray and the black. Is that gray and black and no white?
Yeah. I like the Fours better, man.
I'm a lower profile person.
Yeah.
You know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar never wore high tops.
I didn't know that.
He said it was like he learned a long time ago they put too much stress on the ankle and
really
during his time because shoes did change a lot after Jordan.
Bro, it was like known that when we were that age, you got to wear high tops to protect your ankles. Think about it. High tops were basketball shoes. That's tops basketball shoes.
That's what they told us, though, right?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, everybody, bro. That was everybody, bro. Everybody told us that.
I mean, they just like marketing in your head, like telling somebody eating this certain food ain't gonna get sued, but eating this certain food is healthy for you. It got the American Heart Association symbol on it.
Yeah, but my man, like everybody, even the basketball teams, when you played basketball, the basketball teams like from junior high to high school, college, even the teams think about high tops were considered basketball shoes. You didn't just high tops didn't really get in vogue to Chuck Taylors, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just to wear them.
Is the ones they kind of started with. Now, if Kareem was compared to that in his era, Kareem was probably absolutely correct. But for the person that probably got some of the longest ankles in the history of the NBA, he never wore them. And in fact, I think he said last time he did wear him was like UCLA, and he did twist his ankle.
But that's like it's like counterintuitive though, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I would like to talk to somebody who knows the physics behind it.
Yeah.
My brother on that. Like I said, my brother does have.
Ask your brother about it.
Announced PhD in basketball.
Ask him about it.
I asked him. I think it just depends because I know you get those ankles that just swell too once you play so much basketball. You don't want that much pressure. So you had the mids, and then you got real high tops. Because my children argue about that all the time. My sons be like, "That ain't no high top," and I'm looking at the shoe. I'm like, "It ain't a low top." That's all I know.
Right.
But I prefer to wear mids. I have no need for some high tops. I coached basketball for like 2 seasons. I never do it again. I have absolutely no business being on that court. And let me tell you, some of y'all parents really suck. Anyway, banning your kids like that with me. They are basketball futures that will jeopardize.
You're not playing the right kids, man. Stop blaming the parents. You're not playing the right kids, man.
No, I blame the parents because they allowed me to coach. Soccer, I can do soccer. Yeah, soccer really, soccer is easy. Soccer is like football with no heights. Boy, what you talking about? All right, Erlinda. Now, if we don't have speed, what do we use? We use our size. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
If you get close enough to him, let him know you're there. Let him know you're there, Erlinda. Let him know you're there.
You still coach soccer?
Like, you still the ambulance on field 3.
You still coach soccer, man?
Oh man, no man, I had to retire, man. Hey, they retired my whistle. It's hanging above the field right now. I was the goat. That was the king. Seriously though, it was like some coaches that was really good and real known. I was like a little newcomer out there. It's like, who is this fat kid? He don't know. Yeah. They feel you out. You ever coach before? I'm like, oh, I ain't never read the rule book.
Yeah.
Man. But by the time I got to going,
championship.
I had 3 seasons where we didn't lose a game.
What?
That's up.
That's what's up, man.
I should have been promoted to the Premier League, but hey,
up, man. Shout out to Coach Tight, man. I can't imagine the stories you was telling the kids, but we'll say that.
One of my favorite stories is like, have you ever been left alone in the woods? And it's just you and a pit bull and 1 can of Coke. They're like, but Coach, we're only 6. Oh, okay. Scratch that. Y'all just run a lap. Why are we running, Coach? Because you're 6. Oh man.
We just go with the way off. Say what now?
I'm going to go with the 4s, man.
Like, how did we get there? You said you going to 4s. Okay, I'm going with the 4s too. So the 4s stay. Well, we got to get Huggy and Wade. Huggy says he thinks KC and JW has passed the expiration date righteously, bro.
Kirk Cousins and James Wilson. Yeah, I mean, we just need somebody to manage it because they don't have to like be prolific, We can deal with 2 in the game.
Wade says, good evening, and the 5s are my all-time favorite. Man.
Wow.
Okay.
So Wade got about 3 or 4.
Hey, you better get some help because the 5s finna make an exit. You better call some people and tell them to get on the show, like, subscribe, and pick the number 5 because the 5's almost out of here because me and Tight picks the 4s again. 4s.
Wade probably got 5 or 6 of them 5s at his house. Wade, what you say you said again?
Yeah, man. You see that house behind Wade head, bro?
Yeah. Put my house recognition software on it. We're gonna be there at night,
man. Yeah. Hey man, you see what's up, man? Huggy say you gotta wear high tops, man. Rightfully worst best shoe ever. Chuck Taylor's, yeah, Chuck Taylor's. Chuck Taylor.
Oh yeah, Chuck Taylor, man.
For sure, man. Yeah, that can't even say that better, man. All right, man. Huggy, which one you going with, man? The 4s or the 5s, man? 4s or the 5s? We took the 4s, man. We taking the 4s again this week. Wade taking the 5s, obviously. Huggy, you can break the tie or boot. Wade. Sorry, Wade.
They saying this man. They saying Wade. Who is a presidential medal of freedom holder. Along, Michael Jordan. A lot of people got it. Tiger Woods. He has those. The NBA. He has the 2 World Series with the Dodgers, 1 championship with the Sparks, 1 MLS Cup with the Los Angeles Football Club. 5 NBA champions. See, he got 5 championships as a player and 5 as an owner. So that's why I get off. And then was that it? Is that it? I think that's it.
Unbelievable.
That's 15 championships, by the way.
Unbelievable.
15, baby.
Unbelievable. All right, man. Next subject, Tight.
wonder how many Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got, because he was a coach for a little while with the Lakers. When they had Bynum.
Ooh. I don't think they won a chip though.
Who, Bynum? They did. They won too. Kobe.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was an assistant or something?
He was assistant on the bench when they had Bynum.
Okay.
He may have got 2 there, but I'm saying we talk about 2 there, then 3 at. Actually got 4 at UCLA. He just was not on the team.
Did he coach in the WNBA though?
I think he did. I'm not sure. I
think he coached in the WNBA. I think he did.
And then we have.
Oh, was that Cooper? That was Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper. Yeah, Cooper and Lambeer. Lambeer was a very good coach.
Okay.
Cooper coached. Lambeer was a championship coach. I think he was hitting the women in prices. That's a legend. That's a legend.
Okay.
But he had 6. He had 4 at UCLA, pretty much, and then may have picked up 2 more as assistant. What's next? What's the next question you got for me?
Well, you say he don't have any J's at his house. I'm not standing in line for a pair of shoes.
Oh, hugging.
Yeah, okay. So the 4's out of here, man. The 5's out of here, man. 4's last of the week. Dang, man. 4's off the chains. All right, Tyke. Got a question for you.
Yes.
Alabama is in their first away game, right?
Florida State.
Yeah. Well, that's at home. Yeah. First. Yeah, you're right. Away. You're right. Okay. First away game. Alabama football uniforms got left in Alabama. Uniforms got left in Alabama.
I hate to say it, because prison rules apply. We're just gonna beat them naked.
Okay, so
can't do that.
Who you gotta pick? You gotta pick between.
We can't do that. Can't even.
You gotta pick between one of these uniforms to wear, for y'all to wear in the Florida State game.
This is like it's gonna be some foolishness.
Which one is gonna be? We got to bring back the Carolina from last week. You got.
First of all, this don't make no sense because we rolling with the $1 million bands. We don't wear the band uniforms.
They left y'all uniforms got left in Alabama, man. You got to choose one of these uniforms to wear against Florida.
That's a ridiculous thing, but I ain't never gonna put my team in that Carolina thing. I'm just telling you. I'm going to say that. Ain't nowhere in the world. Matter of fact, I don't even know how you can call yourself an SEC football team. I'm gonna say a FBS football team. That's something like, when your daddy the coach and you traveling, you got one of them crazy teams that be traveling around the country. Babies. I'm like working on it when they I watch these videos. That's the kind of uniform they got. They come from Maryland, Baltimore to Atlanta, and they go to Atlanta. They come on down to Houston, and they go to, they be playing all these games, man, like straight up crushing each other from coast to coast to coast. No, man, that's what that uniform looks like. So I have to go with, who is that? Texas Tech?
Maryland, man.
That's one of their better looking uniforms, I guess. Look like they just went to a paint store and just tripped and failed. But that thing, man, that like that South Carolina uniform look like something you play like.
Oh my God!
If you put a bunch of kids and they like 6 to 8 years old, they'll be like, "Oh, they so cute! Look at the little players out there playing. They're so cute. Look at them. Hey, say, hike the ball to him, man. Hike the ball to him, man.
Hey, man. Yeah, that. I don't know, man. I don't know that Maryland, bro. That yellow is just like it don't match anything, bro.
It don't match nothing, but
it don't match nothing tight.
That blue and white camo. Somebody said this a long time ago. If you ever remember that movie with James, what was it? It was one of them. Not Lethal Weapons. One of them diehards where John Amos was a part of that military thing, and they wore some. They did camouflage. I'm not a military person. They did camouflage that was like blue and white, and I think they actually wore it in real life.
Okay.
And if you hiding from a polar bear, that blue and white ain't gonna help you.
Mm-hmm.
You need a white uniform, just straight white.
Yeah.
If it's that much snow, I mean, why would you have blue? Where does blue stick out? Where do you use blue in the camouflage situation?
Man, I don't need some water, I guess.
At my fraternity at the Sigma's conclave or something.
Maybe in Hawaii near the water. And there's some water.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe it's some
maybe.
water near around some water or something, man. I don't know. I don't know where you use blue at, bro. But hey,
In a camouflage situation, I mean, where you going?
Yeah, I got you. I feel you.
Camouflage, I get it, but
I got you, bro.
Weird.
Next, tight. And this is stuff we do, man. After we get finished talking seriously, I just want to know what Tight thinks about things in life, man.
My intellect is wait a minute. Hold up.
Bro. Real talk. Can I do real talk? And that's the Popeyes biscuit at the top. That's Popeyes biscuit at the top.
And McDonald's at the bottom.
McDonald's biscuit at the bottom.
I recognize them. Soon they came about my once I came up, it's like my taste buds, they just shut secretion down. They just like, no, we're not doing this again. No more dehydration in this household. No.
Man, when I was doing the thing, man, I was like really like just looking at the picture. Just looking at the picture, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? My throat, like, you know,
this how they get you though. They start giving out them honey packets and all them big old jelly things. You gonna need them.
Yeah. Okay.
If I go to McDonald's, I don't leave before 11 o'clock without saying, and some strawberry jam. Because you ain't gonna make it.
You need one of those spray bottle things, mist spray bottles, spray on that thing for you.
It says, and some strawberry jam.
Well, what you talking about? All right, man.
Oh, have mercy.
Okay, is McDonald's biscuit drier than Popeyes? I already got my answer, man.
No. McDonald's biscuit is you ever had a newspaper in your car? And you used to read the paper all the time when you was driving. You had that paper in your car to just get right under the hottest sun for about 3 days.
Yeah.
That's how dry a McDonald's biscuit is. Now, a Popeyes biscuit.
Oh my God, man.
That's like taking some baking soda. Just dust your mouth with some baking soda, then hit up under your tongue with some salt, then pour some sand across your face.
And put a little butter on it.
While you sitting there, put a little, just get a little parquet thing, spray it on your face. And then make sure you do all what I just said. Baking soda, salt, all that stuff. Do it all with a dang up, sitting in front of a fan, box fan on high.
Tight. I'll pay you $50. If you if you come on the show and you just put a whole Popeyes biscuit in your mouth and eat it without drinking water, I'll pay you $50. If you come on the show, just put a whole Popeyes biscuit in your mouth and just eat it, chew it and swallow it without drinking no water.
Hey, I'm more likely to do a fried chicken thigh and a piece of watermelon first before I do that.
No, man. No, I need you. I will pay you, man. Straight up, bro. I will pay you to put that Popeye biscuit in your mouth whole and eat.
I gotta talk to my agent about that. That's gonna be
Oh my God, man.
I'm gonna have to have my son step in the room with a defibrillator and some what's that? What you call it? A plumber's helper.
Yeah, man. Jesus, man. Like you said, wait righteously, bro. I wanted J's all my life, but 2 years ago, finally got a pair. Hardly ever worn. They ain't comfortable.
Boy, them Jordans.
Which ones did you get? Righteously, bro. If the Knowles have got they mind back right and beat Mama, I'ma act a fool.
Well, you might as well prepare to maintain your decorum, sir. Maintain your decorum. Carry on with the rest of your day that day, because that is not going to happen.
Wade said facts. I'm at the age where it's comfort over style.
Yeah, that's why I love my New Balance.
I ain't there yet. I'm not there yet.
I ain't wearing no Skechers though.
I'm not yet. But that's comfort over style. So you not all the way there.
No,
You still kind of
lawsuits
because New Balance still you can kind of
got lawsuits. Rockports and Skechers, Rockports and New Balance all day, every day.
So
Skechers got some lawsuits they need to deal with.
Wade you at the Velcro level then. Wade at the Velcro level.
See why you gotta go there. You ain't get no Velcro.
Wade you at the Velcro level.
Hey.
Bro, sooner or later, bro, when you keep going comfort over style, you gonna get to the Velcro level, bro.
Some people got they have foot issues too. So I mean,
I got you.
You live 7 decades, empty. We all gonna be in it. Just glad hope I don't have to put on no club foot for us over with.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? First you do the like Skechers slide ins. Because when you do the Skechers slide ins, bro, you almost there. You almost there, you do the Skechers slide in, man. Wow. Next thing from that is Velcro, man. Ain't nothing left.
Man.
Nothing left, bro.
That's why I never understood my grandfather's with them ankle boots. And then one time when I'm about, I guess around 24, I saw a good deal on some ankle boots.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? I put them things on, man. God, it felt so good. Life felt good.
He said, Wade, Huggy said, Wade show you right. And I only got them because they was on sale, same price as the other regular shoes. So I said, why not? Wish I got something else.
So that's one thing about like Facebook. They always give me the Nike sale, the Adidas sale, the Under Armour sale. And I go out there and grab a pair of Adidas because they like, first of all, they got a wider cut on their shoe. We got a wide feet over here. My son was just talking about today. It's like, I gotta get some shoes. Was this not working out? I'm doing this. I said, you come to the point at age 15. Yep. You gotta let that Nike stuff go. I don't know if you had a problem. Why foot people had a problem with their J's and everything, but I have. It's easier for me I can order Adidas online.
Okay.
Because they just fit. It's just always wide. I do Nike, and it's like, yeah, I may keep them, but it's never that great.
Okay. He said DC righteously picked the two worst you can get. He diabolical. He said, bro, that's premeditated, partner. DC going. He said he got the black and white Jumpman ones. Okay. Yeah, bro. Yeah, the Jumpman one's gonna be uncomfortable, man. You got to try another pair. The Jumpman ones.
No, the Jumpman.
We were talking about it, dude. We were talking about the Jumpman. You talking about the Jordan ones, dude? When we had that, man, my brother was telling me Jordan said when he wore them shoes, man, his feet was bleeding.
Right. Now the Jumpman, that wasn't made by Nike, was it?
Yeah. That was Nike Jumpman. Air Jordan.
So that Jumpman shoe, that wasn't the Jordan. That's the Jordan one.
Yeah. The Jumpman is the logo.
Because remember he had that. Okay, Jumpman was the name of his company, right?
No. See, no. See, it wasn't like it's and it seemed like in my mind that it was like just a Nike Air Jordan, but then it just came. Then it went from Nike Air Jordan to its own brand, Jordan. Right. You see what I'm saying? But the Jumpman, like it started out Nike Jumpman, but then it evolved into just the Jordan brand. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's probably would be the most uncomfortable pair you could ever find, because that was just coming off of the Converse Cons, and because you went from the Converse Chuck Taylors, then you went to the Cons with, remember the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Patrick Ewing.
Dr. J had one. Who else had one?
It was Dr. J, Magic, and Bird. Right. I don't know if Patrick Ewing had one. I remember Ewing had the Ewings. He had the Patrick Ewing shoes.
I used to like those Ewings, Adidas Ewings. They were pretty popular.
Yeah, they were popular. And so
the reason I don't wear shoes to this day like that is because for $69 or $79, my mom bought me a pair of Ralph Sampson Pumas.
Okay.
They were so dope.
Okay.
To me, 8th grade. Okay, but we used to walk to that cafeteria across that big red. All that red clay was out there. And we were on the sidewalk, no matter what I did, every day. Little bit of red stuff. I'm just brushing it off. I'm forgetting because it was white on white on white.
Okay.
It was all whites.
Ooh.
And I'm trying to get it off, and going to the lunchroom, still red dust. Whether it's blowing through or splashing through, man, within about 2 months, them things had a tint of almost pink.
Wow.
And I was so disappointed. I spent my time cleaning this shoe. In the 8th grade, I'd have been on this Atari, man. Forget these shoes.
Yeah, I need to pull that up, man. See what kind of kicks you was wearing in 8th grade, man.
That
Wade
was
said no.
That's most expensive to shoes I bought that didn't involve me playing a sport. That right there.
Wade said he on the Air Max type.
Air Max.
Air Max, man.
Man, now I am Air Ross. What they got on the shelf? Air Ross.
That's what's up. He said, no, he expecting Bama to get up in it. I don't know, man. I think that's gonna be a good game. You know what I'm saying? You got to think Bama is gonna be on the road going into a hostile environment with a brand new quarterback, brand new offensive coordinator.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Gus Malzahn, that trickster too, man. The trickster has a whole off season to pull all these tricks out the bag, man. This is the kind of game he usually thrives in too, and just does something miraculous, and you just like, man, they beat him, and then by mid-season, Florida State is a 500 team, and you're like, man, what happened?
Who do you think is the better team? Your own Auburn University or Florida State, just based off last year?
Say it again. Now?
The better team is from last year, Florida State or Auburn?
At face value, just off of just going off recent memory, I would say Auburn. I would say Auburn. But
I think Auburn is 50% better than them.
Okay, but guess what? If Auburn was going to Florida State facing Gus Malzahn, just all he has to focus on is offense. That's it. He don't have to focus on the whole team. He just focus on offense and that little quirky stuff he do, man. Just finding loopholes in the rules. It's like, bro, he's not only doing X's and O's, and I know Travell would probably love this segment, but he's not necessarily just doing X's and O's. Gus is going to the rule book and everything. Remember that walk-off play he did on Saban in the punt play with Auburn, how he got a walk-off win just on a penalty against Saban by outsmarting him with the rules. It's like you giving Gus Malzahn a whole off season to just cook up something special that you probably might not ever seen before. So if Auburn was going to Florida State in the same manner, I would be concerned, dude. I'll be very concerned.
I know he was overwhelmed by the defense, the coach, by the responsibility of coaching defense, being responsible for the defense. But this guy you're talking about, Gus Malzahn, his offense blew chunks last year.
It what?
They blew chunks last year.
They blew chunks.
Yeah, they blew chunks.
What does that mean?
Huh? They were terrible.
They were terrible. How many points did they average a game, man?
Per game. I don't have a per game average. Okay. But I have these times when they scored like Florida beat them 24-13.
Okay.
And Colorado beat them 48-21. Cincinnati 19-13, cuz. Iowa State got in the shootout with Iowa State 38-35. That man gonna have some work to do. He may not even be at Florida State after this year.
Okay. I was trying to.
They were 15th in the Big. Let me say this. They finished 15th in the Big 12. I didn't even know the Big 12 had 15 teams. It's terrible.
Huggy, okay. Back Gus Malzahn, and I was just looking up what are the jump man ones. I just wanted to see the jump one. Huggy, these look uncomfortable.
the black and
he's saying the jump mans are different than the Jordan Nike Jordan.
That's why I was asking you, because him and his wife Juanita. Not Juanita. Juanita took half a jump man with her. That was his marketing arm. that they started as soon as he came out of college. He made her. That's why he lost so much money in his divorce, because she was she was the co-founder and she was the president of Jumpman. That's why I thought it was always two shoes, but that's what I was trying to say. The Jumpman. It wasn't that black, that red, it was something else.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
It was weird because, like I said, Nike came in and said, "Oh yeah, get that out of here."
He can't see it. Is that it, Huggy? Is that the one?
You gotta get a little closer there. All we got is cameras and
Jesus Christ,
snot on your screen, and that looked like one of them.
Is that it, Huggy?
Like a jock strap, like a shoe wearing a jock strap. That's what it looked like.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, that's
it was crazy because Nike came in and they threw all that Jumpman stuff in the trash and put the little Jumpman on the side of the shoe, and they rolled with it very successfully for years.
Okay.
It's a whole $1 billion brand. He had to give it up because that's what Nike does. They're marketing geniuses.
Okay, so he's saying the one with the hologram on the bottom. He said, "Oh, so I picked the worst pair. If I find another pair on sale, maybe I'll see those now." See, that's different from Jordans. I mean, that's it is a Jordan, but it's not in the Jordan, the Nike Jordan,
the nomenclature they call it.
Yeah, okay,
that's that nomenclature.
Boy, I like this dude right here, man.
Yeah,
he said Reebok Frank Thomas preseason best shoe I ever had. Now I'm gonna have to look that one up, man.
I remember that. I remember the commercial. I remember that commercial with that Dennis Hopper did. That was the best commercial to me. Dennis Hopper did that commercial where he was like I don't know if he was a fanatic or a bum. I can't remember, but he snuck into the locker room. He got that Deion Sanders shoe out. He was like, "Bad things, man. Bad things."
Man, yeah, that Deion was nice, man. That Bo Jackson was nice. And Nike gonna bring. They said they're bringing that back since they can't. They're pairing up with Auburn this year, man. He said, "Nice, rough and Tallahassee. Heard me. FSU definitely in worse shape than AU. Not even close. I agree."
We've managed to win against Auburn, was my point. And they got a new quarterback, and they are a much terribler team. And maybe Gus probably brings them up to the level of Auburn. I don't think so, but maybe. And I think we should be able to. I know if people they say FSU, they still looking at the FSU name. I don't think it's the FSU team at all. Not even close to it. It's almost like they were looking so bad. I thought the coach really lost some confidence last year.
Yeah. I
mean, I even saw the boy go like,
but I saw
the boy do like this in that Vanderbilt game, But that dude was like,
yeah, man. But some of that too was the quarterback position too, man.
Yeah, the guy he went and paid for. Yeah, he made a mistake.
Yeah, some of that was the quarterback position, man. So I mean, I think it. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm thinking it's gonna be a much more interesting game than people think. He said, "Because
stay tuned. I'll be watching it right here on Tight Sports. Please subscribe and poke that like button right in the eye. Turn your notifications so you'll know when we go live at any moment."
He said Gus isn't the new offense in town anymore. Because that's what killed him at AU. He never updated.
Ooh, what a king! What a king at?
Boy,
King gonna come in like my man Grant Nelson.
Come off the top rope. Come off the top rope. And he gonna get you. He gonna get you like Baker Mazar.
King gonna come.
Boy. King don't play about Gus Malzahn, bro.
I've been on some text chains where I've been like touching my pearls, like, oh my God.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, he did. He said, I think that's when Jordan kind of became his own thing. He said, not exactly. That's not true. He has. That was pretty close. Okay, yeah. So that's not in the, like I say, the Jordan line. Now I don't know what they were doing. What's crazy? I don't think
they had a whole when he came out. See, he had a shoe, and they kind of just because he was just selling his own stuff. I think that's why they hooked up with Michael Jordan. They're like, this dude going somewhere. We can, take this thing, and with the help of David Stern, and not calling any fouls on this guy, they made him into an international superstar.
He says, now that I really study him, ain't no Nike logo on them. The retros too. Yeah, see, they're not even Nikes, bro.
Wow. I say, man, make sure they actually not knockoffs of the jump man.
But you know what's funny though? A funny quick story. We're gonna move on, man. He said let me get this. He said them Dion's were so clean, bro. Yeah, they was fresh as a mug out in the joint.
Bad things, man. Bad things.
Them Dion's were hard, bro. My wife, man, came in the house one day and she was just like excited, man. She was like, man, look at these shoes. She was like, man, I got a pair of Nikes. Dude, this guy's selling them for $25.
Oh, yeah.
You know, on the corner. You want me to go get your pair? I'm like,
Nope.
no. I'm like, let me see them. So I'm looking at them tight, flipping them around, bro. They were like replicas of
right.
And I have to show you the replica shoe. But I kept looking at them, bro. All they had was Arrow on them. They didn't have Nike on them nowhere. They just had Arrow, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no, these ain't Nikes. Oh man, it's like
that's what my sons they all buy from these online places that's worse than Temu, worse than Wish. They don't even mess with Shein no more, but they be going spending money with these people who all of them shipping from China and these weird packaging deals. They said, well, the real ones cost $180. How much are those? Oh, about $60. I'm like, so you risk your money by doing an international transaction so you can look like you got the real shoes on. Instead of just getting you a pair of shoes.
Oh my God, man.
They can't do it.
Hey, man. He says, I know he don't play. I called in the other night when Nick was sick. Yeah, bro. Yeah. He don't play. That dude, he don't play about no Gus Malzahn.
He said Nick was sick. Oh. That means you didn't have no help on the other side either.
Yeah, Marcus like Gus too, man. He said now they real got him in the store.
Huggy got banned up in the shop. You mess around and get banned because I didn't know Marcus on him too.
Yeah. Marcus is a Gus guy, bro. Marcus is a Gus guy. Marcus is a Gus guy too, bro. Yeah, don't get him started, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
King is a boy. King be caping for Gus, bro, for real. All right, tight. Also, you got your uniform. So we got your uniforms. You got y'all in the fresh yellow and black and red and white. Good Lord. Maryland uniforms when y'all playing Florida State. All right. But right before that game, right before the season starts. Right before the season starts. Kalen DeBoer and his whole staff just leave out.
Auburn need to do this. That's what Bama's mystique.
No, I'm just saying I'm giving you the scenario, but I'm gonna answer the same scenario as if it was Auburn too.
Okay.
You feel me? So I'm just giving you the scenario.
Right.
And I told you what uniform I would take.
Right.
Okay. Now we got the uniform we're wearing in this first game. Okay. Both of our coaches left. Hugh Freeze left. Kalen DeBoer left.
I can't go through that again. You gotta change the scenario.
No, this is a scenario. You gotta pick this coach to coach your team through the next season.
Through one season.
Yeah, this is your next coach. This is your next. We'll just say this is your next coach.
One of the
next 3 years. This is your coach.
3 years.
Who you taking?
You said 3 years.
3 years. The next 3 years. Instant trade. Who you taking? You taking Eli Drinkwitz from Missouri or Stoops from Kentucky? Got to choose one. The coach.
You know what? I thought there was a Duke hat, and I thought it was Elko.
No.
I'm definitely taking Drinkwitz.
I'm not making it that easy, bro.
I'm definitely taking Drinkwitz. Ain't no doubt in my mind. Matter of fact, I was watching the Missouri game, and I think I saw Coach Stubbs' brother. Was it Stubbs?
Stubbs?
What's his name?
Only Stubbs I know is the barbecue dude.
No, yeah, he's a barbecue Stubbs. What's this guy named in Kentucky?
Stubbs?
I said Stubbs. What's his name?
I don't know. Who?
The Kentucky guy you put on the screen.
Oh, Stoops.
I said Stoops. Okay. I saw that Bob Stoops. He was up there. He had a Missouri hat on.
Huh?
I messed the joke up because I couldn't remember his name. This Bob Stoops had a Kentucky. He had a Missouri hat on in the Kentucky game. He don't even support his own brother. They leave that dude that just to look like fools out there. It's like his team is no kind of offensive consistency. They don't even have defensive consistency anymore. Whereas Drinkwitz, you get that man. like everybody else. You give him 30% better talent, you probably expect some better results. And his results are not awful. Stoops has some awful seasons. So hands down, I'm going with Drinkowitz.
Drinkowitz.
The guy from
I'm gonna go with Drinkowitz. I think what's crazy, I think Drinkowitz was on the staff at Auburn when they won.
Oh, that was Stoops did automatically. No,
I think he was an analyst, maybe. So he's talking he gonna change now. but so yeah, I take Coach Drink also. And Huggy says, but Huggy didn't need no help. I stood my ground and made a valid point.
Y'all talking about
yeah about that Gus, man. Yeah,
he get banned. I want you to be the first person in we didn't come up with a I want to call us the Creekwater Connections, the first person in Creekwater Connections podcast history to get banned from one of the
Wade said he take Eli also. Tight.
Yeah, man. Wade, Eli.
Huggy said there was a time I picked Stoops.
I know his first 4 seasons. How long has he been in Kentucky?
Ooh, man, like what, about 10 seasons?
Yeah, the first 4 seasons, I was like, whoa, hey, well, they're gonna play good defense. If nothing else, they're gonna play good defense. Now it's like they got a lot of defensive players in the league. That linebacker went a couple years ago, but now it's like he can't adjust, he can't handle all of it.
Yeah, and then the NIL too is rough, man. But what's crazy, man, they're spending a lot of NIL on quarterbacks, man. It's like, dude, they are getting quarterback. The guy who was there before last year, Auburn wanted him. You know what I'm saying? And they the linebacker that went from Georgia, middle linebacker, Auburn was trying to get him, and he went to Kentucky. So they're getting players, man. But I don't know, man. You're right. There was a time when he was that guy.
Yeah, it was like, okay, it's about to turn around now. They were 4-8 last year, then 7-6, 7-6, 10-3. Then when they came out, then before 10-3 in 2021, they was a 5-6, 8-5, 10-3. It was like he was just
But you got to think, but for Kentucky, that was phenomenal, though, man.
Bro, he's been there since 2013.
And in that time period, he was beating Florida too. So you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Those were big signature wins when he was beating Florida. So yeah. So everybody's taking Eli, man.
Started off at 10, 2-10, 5-7, 5-7, 76, 7-6. And that's the first 5 seasons. Then we went 10-3. It was like, oh, we got a contender.
Yeah.
We went 10-3. It was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Then right back down into the dumps or to the the midpoint. And now, that's what I want to do. We need to do like later in the summer. Will this team do will they be 3 games better? Then will they do better or worse than last season? Would be a good topic because they were 4-8 last season, and it was all because the quarterback fell apart.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I wonder if that's the case with Florida State. You see what I'm saying? I wonder if Florida State is not as bad as we think they are or were because of the Florida State situation at quarterback.
Well, there are a lot of people. Well, I was watching some Florida State channels regarding that, and a lot of guys said it was just people out there that were like, they were mercenaries. Well, instead of being hired mercenaries, they became hired guns.
Sure, absolutely.
And it's like mercenaries, they come in there knowing that, okay, this may be my last job, so I better execute. Where someone was like, when you need me to pull the trigger, just let me know. Like, what? So it's like they saw that practice, lack of execution, and to be honest, a lot of them Saban guys, you probably need somebody to stand up over and breathe on their neck. Coming from Saban, they over there. If they think they're going to the NFL, which most of them did, and may even end up in it, like Roy Williams may end up in the NFL. I'm not sure. He went to combine, but he didn't
get invited to the combine.
For what?
Man, Roy Williams is a nice running back, man. I'll take him at Dallas right now.
I don't think he had the production to even warrant.
Of course, of course at Florida State, man. But wow, man, wow.
Hey,
wow. But he wouldn't. He wouldn't have had it at Alabama either. So at least he got his money. Got money. He got his money. So
he can start that base.
He made the right decision. He made the right decision. In my book,
had to go for the money, man. You got to take care of mom. But I wish
because he wasn't even gonna get the production he got at Florida State at Alabama.
Here's the thing: Isaiah Bond went to Texas, didn't do much at the combine though. He didn't do much. He's at the combine and he ran a 4.3 something. So roll tide. It's like that whole going to Florida State thing kind of bit him a little bit because of the year they had. But if he just went to the left instead of right, even if he went to like
what was the left? Yeah, what was the left?
No, I'm saying if he went to the it's always that whole portal thing has differences. It's like, what if he had gone to Maryland, got more carries just because he was at Maryland?
No, I agree, but you got to look at too. Yeah, and hindsight is 2020, but you got to look at too. When he left Alabama, he was going to a Florida State team that was coming off an undefeated season.
Right, they were loaded, but I think for a minute. But see, he also went there knowing they had DJ Uigui coming in.
Yeah, also too, and he probably thought that was a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
I would look on my shoulder and be like, go somewhere else. Don't go. That dude wasn't going.
Yeah, a lot of people thought DJ was going to, take the next step once he got to Florida State. They thought he went out there.
I'm not a football guru. I just play one on YouTube. I did not think Uigui was going to do something. Now, I think actually the guy coming from what's his name, Constantinople, the guy coming from Boston College, I think he's going to be an excellent quarterback for them. Seriously, dude.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just watch the other guy. The guy that got hurt. I say if you look like the other guy, then he could do something with you.
Yeah. You pair that dude with Gus Malzahn too, man. I don't know. You might have something to deal with in that first game. All right, Ty, this is the last one, man. Get ready, brother. Get ready. Yeah, brace yourself and put your seatbelts on, bro.
I'm gonna get my pocket knife out.
Yeah, brace yourself and put your seatbelt on, man. Man, I hope you two don't penalize us for having weapons.
Oh.
But who going?
So what?
Somebody and all of their accomplishments gotta go.
Somebody's gotta go.
Yeah, somebody and all of their accomplishments gotta go.
Yeah, this is not. See, it's not two sides to this debate because I can't have this conversation with you.
No, I'm saying if I was an Alabama fan, I'm gonna tell you who I would pick if I was an Alabama fan.
Oh yeah, but that
and just off of coaching, just off of coaching, and anybody can get in this debate and look at the coaches and say, which one would you rather have? Which
like in the modern era? Or
no, period. No modern era, man. Period.
1960s when you're trying to desegregate the university eventually.
Okay, talk to me.
Oh, I'm not going to answer this question.
You're not going to answer the question?
No, I'm not answering the question. That's for the world to debate. For us, we know what it was. It is what it is. History's been written.
We know what it was.
Erased. You can't even put Wade Wallace up there and say, Coach Saban would have went back to Wade Wallace. He'd have won more championships. You can't say that.
Okay, so you're not going to answer the question. Okay, you're not going to answer the question. Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you. Since you're not going to answer the question, let me ask you another question.
Okay, ask me another question.
Since you just not going to answer the question.
No, the question's already been answered. You
know what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. Okay.
He shall.
If Kalen DeBoer.
None go.
None. We're not talking about Bear Bryant or Nick Saban. If Kalen DeBoer wins, because the Bear won 6? Am I right? I don't know Alabama history like that. He won 6. Saban won 6.
What's on your wall? What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying
1-7, one with LSU.
No, he won. So I'm saying 6 at Alabama. I'm with Alabama coaches right now. Just Alabama. Right. So the Bear has 6. Saban has 6. If Kalen DeBoer wins 4 national titles, does he become the greatest Alabama football coach in history?
No, but
hold on. I'm answering this first.
Oh yeah, like court now.
I'm answering first. No, I'm answering first because I know my answer is gonna be quick, and I'm gonna let you just, I would say Kalen. Yes, Kalen DeBoer would be the greatest Alabama coach in history if he won 4 titles. Go. That's why I want to answer first.
Why would you say that?
No, go ahead. That's why I want to answer first.
Well, I know we're in a different football era. I will consider him in a GOAT category once he crosses 3 national championships because of the playoff, the playoff setup and NIL. It's a whole nother era. Bear Bryant had a different era. Even Bear Bryant entered into another era, desegregation of schools in the South, blah, blah, blah. And still came out with some successes. Then Saban had a whole nother era of having the right rules with people. The king just entered the building.
Woo!
Then, but I would say 3.
I was just saying talking about Gus Malzahn, but go ahead.
But I'm just tell you like this: for Alabama people, we kind of count. The count is just easy. The count is what it is. You want to be considered to be the best, you got to get 6, at least 5. But but 4 won't do it for me.
No, the reason I say it, the reason I say that is because, and honestly, man, that's why I like this segment, because the fact that you brought up about desegregation, I didn't even think about that when I was thinking about Bear Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Because
he had to bounce back, and the school had to get their head right, and here we are.
Yeah. I didn't count that in when I was gonna pick.
Because you don't know history.
No, it's just football. Everybody have different angles and purviews. That's why I like this segment, is because people have different thoughts, and you think in one way when you're thinking about the question, but it's just like different angles, man. That was pretty a lot of depth to that. I didn't think about the desegregation thing.
Yeah, we had to deal with the BCS.
Yeah,
and then we had to deal with Malzahn's BS.
Right. That's right. So see, that's why I was gonna pick Saban, because in the era of Bryant, you could stockpile the players and you could hoard players, and you could just keep players from Auburn and just
But when you got to the nitty-gritty, all 10 of them teams always stockpiling players. Penn State, Notre Dame,
right? But I'm just saying, when you look at Alabama in the SEC, that's what I'm saying. They could hoard players. You feel what I'm saying? And they could starve other teams. So that's why I was saying, like,
USC.
The playing field for Saban, I thought, was like, when it was concerning numbers, it was a more even playing field. And then you had, like you said, much more to deal with as far as competition. So that's why I was going to pick Saban. And the reason I say DeBoer, I would pick him as maybe the greatest Alabama coach, or the GOAT with 4 titles, is because 4. Okay. And those have 6, but I say 4. If you win, I think if an Alabama coach wins 4 in this era, I think it would be unbelievable. I think it will be comparable to winning 6, because, dude, you got to deal with NIL, and DeBoer has already said Alabama is already at a disadvantage. Now, when is the last time you've heard Alabama at a disadvantage recruiting? I've never heard that. This dude is saying Alabama is at a disadvantage recruiting because of NIL.
We need some money.
Okay,
y'all need to
so that he's saying Alabama is at a decided disadvantage right now because of NIL. Also, you have the transfer portal in December where people can just jump if you sneeze at them hard. They can jump in
Get that one. The May one's what killed.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm getting to that. So you have that one. If they look at you, if they roll your eyes at a kid, they can jump in the portal. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, in this time and era, not only is Kalen DeBoer facing the same set of rules that Saban faced, he has double the amount of obstacles to create a dynasty in this era. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said that's why I'm picking saying DeBoer. If Kalen DeBoer wins 4 titles in this era, with this status quo, I would say he would have a greater accomplishment than even Saban or Bear Bryant. That's just, that's my thought.
Here's what I say, and I get out of here. Just imagine a world where Ohio State wins another 5, and then Penn State wins 2, and Michigan wins 5, and the SEC hasn't won anything.
Okay.
Right? And then the board's gone, and you're like, man, what happened? I actually believe right now we're like, man, this is impossible. This is tough. What if all of a sudden it almost looks like those guys are like, it's like 2 Sabans out there, one at Michigan, one at Ohio State, and a little bit of Clemson would be played by Penn State. It just
Mhm.
it is what it is. Then it becomes actually easier to win a national championship in the same scenario, even with 16 teams. Because look what they're doing now. As I told you, if they combine where SEC got 4 automatics, Big Ten got 4 automatics, or you go to some super conference, Mississippi State, some schools should not sign up for that. It's going to put them at a greater disadvantage.
Yeah.
If you outside of those 2 conferences, oh my gosh, it gets to a point where college presidents be like, so we get $30 million if we play, but we spending 7 right now, and we still get 30. But you saying we should spend 14, and we're gonna still make 30. No, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, you gonna have some teams like that. Yeah, you have
like 5 years down the road. We like, oh, this is the most impossible. Alabama is not broke. So Alabama's in that mix. They flip it around for a minute. Ohio State got 7, and the boy done mess around and won 5. And then we looking at the football because I don't know yet. But I'm looking at the football. I'm like, yeah, Alabama won a championship, man. But it's kind of like that 2011, 2012. It's almost like Alabama was cheating. Because it was like, nobody want to do this.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to do this physically. This could be, don't nobody want to do this financially because it don't make no sense.
But think about this though. It's both. You got to do it physically and financially now. Because you got to play. Look how many more games you got to play.
Saban was doing it was kind of like when he got it rolling in 12 with what's the quarterback? Smack on the butt. When they got it rolling with him. When they got rolling with McCarron, man, it was just folks. You could just see. That's when they talk about the fear in people's eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know if Notre Dame was definitely inside. They were afraid of Ohio State.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody was afraid of Notre Dame or Ohio State. But let's just say you get down the road and somebody runs off 5 of these things within 8 years, Alabama, whoever. You're probably going to be looking around and looking at a bunch of weak football. I'm about to say basketball. I just think that's what, when you look at the whole thing, like, well, they ain't doing it. Like, they beat them 2 teams and they met them in the playoffs. I mean, it could be almost to a situation of almost like the Miami championships, which I totally disrespect. Like they had to beat what, 1 team a year or 2, Florida State, then somebody else. So I just think, that's what I say that to say it could look weak. So to me, based on just projecting forward, I think, yeah, he's gonna need 6. He's at Alabama. Caleb DuBois is gonna need 6 championships before you say, well, he's the greatest coach. Because everybody always say, they think Coach Saban is the greatest coach of Alabama history. Why? Because most of the Bama fans from the Bear Bryant era have gone on.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we differ on. I think, man, it's gonna be hard to win this era because of the money component. Because of and I'm just saying, that's why I said if things stay status quo, the money component stays the same. The 2 transfer portals stay open.
Yeah,
that's just it's gonna be hard for any coach.
I think everybody.
Multiple championships because you're gonna have fickle donors, bro. We just won a chip. What you want? Another 10 million? Can we have a break this year, please? Okay, we just gave you 10 million to win a chip. Can we take a year off? Stay out my pockets for a year. You see what I'm saying?
Whoever the best coach is in about 10 years gonna make $20 million a year.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's still, if that money component is the same, then dude, it's like that's the like outlier is the money. The money and the transfer portal, man, it is going to cause so much attrition. You can be a great coach, man, and not ever win a championship in this era right here, dealing with this transfer portal like we're talking about with the spring.
It's difficult because
they show their players because they're somebody going to take
right partner, though, it could all change. And just a case in point, that I should have sent this to you. I forgot. This week, Steph Curry got a job.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it.
Steph Curry is now the assistant GM for Davidson Athletics.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That's
man.
Shout out to Steph, man. Shout out to Steph.
Hey man, check this out though. I don't know what he's probably getting ready to try to take a GM job in the league when he retires or something. I don't think he want to go into coaching. That's too much work. But just like that, what if Tiger Woods just go to the staff and be like, man, you fired. Let me give me another coach. You know what I'm saying? Just billionaires just walk in the room and they can change the program overnight. And that's what Alabama going to do. Like, y'all got to get out here and get the knocking on some doors. Like, roll tide,
Yeah, that's my point, Ty. It's like that's my point with college football now. It's like one year you can be the cream of the crop. Next year you can be just busted, dude. One year, you know what I'm saying? Just like Ohio State, like they say they spent all that money and they want to chip with it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what if the donors pull back for this year? They're just happy and content. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, get a Tiger Woods or something to come into Alabama and just.
Oh no, he go to Stanford. I mean, it's
just I'm just saying any school. I was just saying.
I think it's going to be an influx of monies from these different areas, but I think in 10 years it's going to be like you're going to look up, and it's going to be like, although Mississippi State is now spending $60 million on their program, they still 75. Like,
I don't know. I don't know, bro. We just saw SMU and Arizona State in the playoffs, bro, and Boise.
No, but I'm saying some people, but they are better coaches at smaller programs. I've always thought that. Because, where was all, okay, let's ask a question. Where was all this greatness of whomever, of Nick Saban and whoever, when they was at the other school? Where was all the greatness?
Yeah, but we weren't paying players then, allegedly.
Just where that's a big deal. As far as the coach is concerned, well, we'll say other schools weren't playing players, but where was the greatness? Where's the greatness? Because Pete Carroll was doing good while he had his players at USC.
Yeah.
But some things popped up, and all of a sudden he didn't want to be great no more. So he said, "I'm going to go to the NFL and prove my greatness." So I'm just saying, like, I think you had an influx of money. It could change a lot, but I always say, like, it get to a certain point where even billionaires be like, "Man, what am I doing?" We won a championship 3 years in a row, man, and all I got to show for it is some rings and 3 extra trips to cities I already been to. It's like I'm just saying, I just think the 6 for me, to your original question, but I don't expect this competition to exist the way it is right now. It's getting tougher. I think it goes up. It gets even harder. The money goes up. Then I think it just gets to the point where it starts to level off. And some of these schools were like, well, we tried it, but we figured out that we've increased our expenses, but we're still getting the same check at the end of the year. So we're going to decrease our expenses or put it in some other sports or see how we can turn baseball into a moneymaker. You know what I'm saying? And just do different stuff because
that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna catch up the comments, and I'm gonna tell you why that's not gonna work, and then we catch up the comments.
Well, it's not gonna work because they're doing it now.
But it's not. No, it's not gonna work because
already spending millions. They ain't getting no. They're not getting wins.
You're gonna lose gate ticket. You're gonna lose the fans. You see what I'm saying? Eventually, bro, fans gonna stop coming. You're gonna lose the gate, bro. So you know what I'm saying. So you're gonna have to put a good product on the field, man.
I'm saying that's not exactly true because South Carolina has been doing pretty well gate-wise since they've been the SEC, but it ain't like.
But it's not like South Carolina has. But it's not like South Carolina has just been purposefully tanking. You know what I'm saying?
No. It ain't got to do with purpose tank. I ain't saying nobody's problem. If I get
complacently tanking.
I'm going from a program that 10 years ago we were spending $4 million on football. Now we spend $20 million on football, but we have pretty much plus or minus 2 games over the last however many years that last 10 years. So why, as the alumni come in and they give more money, and I got choices I can make, why would I increase it from 20 million to 30 million? I know that the person that won the championship last season, not, just saying it meant 45, they're up to 45 million. Like, do y'all have 45 million or do y'all want me to run this school efficiently?
Bro, I'm telling you, but fans, fans and donors not going to see what I'm saying is it's a cyclical, it's a cycle type. It's like
raise tickets, what the fans are going to do. Well, we're right, raise tickets. So we have a better team. Oh,
if you're showing proof of concept on the field with better tickets, bet with more wins for those tickets, then they'll accept it. Watch, Tennessee Stadium is going to be full this year.
Yeah,
they just came off right, so they're adding a certain. They're adding
when you get 10 years down the line, I think you're gonna have them. When you get 10 years down the line, this is what I'm saying. With all this money being influxed or brought in, the money is going up. It's gonna be like the 80% of the same teams that's in the top 25 today is gonna be in the top 25 in 10 years.
I hear you, man. I hear you. I don't know about that.
Telling you.
Not if it stays in the same status quo. I don't think it's gonna happen like that.
It's gonna be the same. I'm telling you, 80% of the teams that are go back and look at the rankings of 1980, 1990, and 2000. Only people missing is Miami.
It's
and not
different.
Miami.
What I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying, what you have to do. Let me catch this up first. And he said no, because it's a culture mentality problem at Florida State. And Huggy says, man, y'all done reminded me how bad my FSU is, and that my J's is whack. I'm unsubscribing.
Wow. Hey man, I don't do TSU's Huggy, don't go. What was all DCs I did? Unsubscribe from him and keep me.
What's up, Philip Martin? How you doing, Philip, man?
Philip Martin, what's going on?
He said you got to pick Saban righteously, bro. He's way more skilled than Brian. Okay. Now we
that's a disrespect right there.
Yeah. What's up, Travell? What's up, King? Hey man, we're talking about Gus Malzahn, King, and I was telling them, man,
he was talking crazy about Gus Malzahn. He was even talking about Gus Malzahn's mama. He was the man in the ground though.
Hey, Travell, I was telling the man that it might be more of a fight in that Florida State game, Alabama game, the first game of the season, because Gus Malzahn has a whole offseason to cook, man.
And Travell, all I was saying is that FSU is like they're like they're gonna probably they were like a wet turd last year. They probably just gonna still be like a real stinking one this year. They'll be better.
We don't know, man.
That's why I didn't say about Gus Malzahn as much as they did. But
what's up, Mr. Abbott? Man, what's up, man?
Abbott can't spell. Look at that. Must be an Auburn fan.
Come on, man. You know he is, man. Come on, man. It's my backup right there, man. He said Alabama has a great coach every 25 years, a good one every 15, and then they rest. Great compare them to them for the rest of
compared to them is the rest of the rest of them gonna get compared to the greatness. Yeah, a lot of them gonna fold. I would agree with that, I guess, because like I said, we got Wade Wallace. You got a couple people got some championships back there. Rightly, bro, Bama might get be broken now. From a coach standpoint, how you supposed to outdo Brian and Saban? It's the difficulty. That's why I think hopefully the modesty that he operates under is not fear or nothing, but that he just keep focused and do his best shot. His best of Kalen DeBoer may be 3 championships in 10 years. I don't know.
Yeah. And he said Saban had greatness at LSU, right? Exactly. But that's what the question was, King. I was saying that.
Go look at this. Go look at the 4 years at LSU and come back, because I know they had greatness that year. Go look at the records that Saban had, and then go look at Michigan State while he's at it. Even he admitted that he was just not the same person at LSU that he was in Michigan State, because he learned a valuable lesson about listening to people out here, in the street. It's just.
Yeah, and that was a question, King. I was asking Tight if Kalen DeBoer wins 4 championships, would he be the all-time great? Because, and I said yes.
Better than
no, he got to win, huh?
Like to be thought of higher than Bear or Saban with 3 wins as opposed to
4
4 wins as opposed to 6. Yeah,
4 as opposed to 6.
It's debatable. Yeah.
Yeah, and I said Tight said no, and he would have to have 6, and I said yes, because it's harder to get a chip now with NIL and the transfer portal.
And I said today that is indeed the truth, but I just don't know if that's going to be the same in 10 years. Things have a tendency of normalizing.
Yeah, he said not his mama.
Huggy, you know what you said. Chill out, they down.
Hey, bro, chill out. Yeah, they down, but never out. Yeah.
Huggy.
Tight. What can they find you, man? What
They
can
can
they
find me, man. I'm out here at Blue Sky. I'm out here at Facebook. I'm out here at YouTube at Tight Sports. It's an Alabama megacast. I'm going to change that. It's going to be the Alabama megacast because ain't no other one.
It ain't no other one.
Ain't no other. The Alabama mega. I'm changing that Monday, by the way. And I'm also out here on the Badlands of Twitter, better known as X, at Tight Sports Talk. I ain't been out there in a minute, man. I be getting my feelings hurt when I go out there. It's a lot of bad men out there and women out there on X.
What's up, man?
Hope you enjoy yourself today. Please remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember to poke that like button right in the eye.
And I am DC Wolf, man. Y'all can find me at Auburn_Addicts on all platforms. Auburn Addicts TV on YouTube, man. We out here.
Only
there you go. There you go. The Baron of Benville checking in.
Baron of Benville checking in. Boy, he said, "You see, I told you don't say Tennessee." And then here he comes. Here he comes. Nico's greatest fan.
Nico's greatest fan.
Nico's greatest fan. You know he's a
great show, man. Appreciate it.
Lover. Man, let me get out of here, man. I gotta go ahead and do volunteer work for the community. Help your community. They need it.
All right, man. We'll holler at y'all, man. War Eagle, man. War Eagle.